As we take a look now at some of our news stories from around the world and around the country for this Monday morning, it is August 28th, 2017 already. Honestly, I have no idea where the summer went. I was out driving this weekend, and on Friday afternoon, the leaves were still green, and on Sunday, they were yellow. I swear it's going to be winter before we know it. All right, here are some of the top stories. More cross-border incidents in Jammu and Kashmir. It looks like the Pakistani army and the Indian army have been shooting at each other once again. The storm Harvey, I believe it was a hurricane at one point this weekend, was downgraded to a tropical storm again. Anyway, thousands of people have been stranded on cruise ships. Apparently they were supposed to land in Galveston, but there was a storm hitting there. They were telling people that we're going to reroute over to New Orleans, where you can get off if you want to, but we wouldn't recommend it because, the storm's supposed to go that way too. So, at any rate, the storm itself, catastrophic flooding in Houston, and President Trump is supposed to be visiting Texas on Tuesday. The president of Russia, Putin, that is now requesting detailed inquiries into several fires in the Rostov-on-Don area, which may have been arson, and in the Volgograd region, which apparently were natural fires. A second man in custody now after a sword attack at Buckingham Palace. They are calling it terrorism. The man who used the sword being charged directly with terrorism. The other man in the car being charged with aiding and abetting or some such. Why they're calling it terrorism right now is so that they can have all of their bases covered. Many of the other recent terrorist attacks in Britain have found to have been because of mental health issues, and they are looking into that as well with this particular case. Reality or paranoia? Did Cuba actually use acoustic weapons against U.S. diplomats? That is the question being asked by Pravda, and they are suggesting that, well, maybe Cuba didn't actually use acoustic weapons. Maybe Cuba doesn't have acoustic weapons. Maybe the United States is making this up. Maybe even the United States used acoustic weapons against its own diplomats in order to spark another incident in Cuba. You can read the article if you'd like to. Floyd Mayweather. He beat Conor McGregor in the 10th round on a technical knockout. I did not see the fight. I was watching a movie during the time that the fight was on, but I was in the same theater where other people were watching it. And then as we came out, I saw some people talking about it, asked them who won. So I knew on Saturday night that Mayweather had beaten McGregor. And I got to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of glad for Mayweather. 50-0, that's a great record. I'm happy for you. Bravo. I'm also glad for McGregor because he got paid a buttload of money just to step in the ring and take a few punches, right? I'd step in the ring and get beat for a while. Yeah, gladly. I'll take your money in exchange for some beatings. Just saying. Got more stories than I have time for? If you'd like to get the 30 to 40-minute audio form, send me an email. I'll send you a sample. Steve@radiofreespeech.com. Once again, that's radiofreespeech.com.